Hello. Welcome to my live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Today, I definitely want to talk about, here we go. Tax season is here, and there we go. Trying to adjust the camera here. There we go. All right. Tax season is here, and there are definitely some things that we can do this tax season to help us put us ahead that, can help with things. And so I want to talk about 3 things that you can do that will catapult you this year. 3 things that you can do that will assist you this year in your finances and in your money. Okay. Taxes 2025. This is the 2026 year, but we will be getting the 2025 taxes. And here are 3 things that you can do to put yourself ahead. Okay. Let's do this here. Alrighty. Let's do that. Okay, so one of the first things that you can do, and I definitely want to make this clear that this is, I am not an accountant. However, I am a certified financial consultant. And so this is based on just my experience and the things that I have experienced with working with people in their finances, working with people in learning how to put theirself in a better situation and put theirself in a better financial situation. And so these are the 3 things that I do recommend when you get your taxes. Now, every year we get our taxes. They are going to be rolling in here pretty soon. Where they're looking between like the end of, they're going to start maybe mid-February, end of February is when they're going to start releasing those. And so it's very important that you put yourself in a position to where you can flip your money, where your money can make some money on its own. So the first thing that I recommend is putting 10% of your taxes into a high yield savings. What is a high yield savings account? A high yield savings account is an account where the money will grow on its own. Okay, you put it in there, you leave it in there, you do not bother it. The money will grow on its own. Okay, you will see a return. Now, I recommend a Sophie account. This is the account that I recommend. As a matter of fact, Sophie right now, they will give you $25 just for opening the account. And then also, in the first 30 days, you will get a return. Okay? You will get a return. So let's say you put $300 into this high yield savings account. Right now, I think that their rate is 3.5%. Okay? So let's say you put $300 into a Sophie account. In 30 days, they're going to give you a free $35. Yeah, because it's 3.5. Yeah, $35, right? And so what happens is you let that money sit into that account. You let that money curate in that account, and they pay you every month. So this is month 1, right? So let's say month 2, you put $600, where you're going to get a $70 return after 30 days of having that money in that account. So a high yield savings account, you cannot go wrong with a high yield savings account. Okay, you cannot go wrong. As a matter of fact, if you click the link in my bio, you can get the $25 and you can go in and open your account and make a deposit into your account. Okay, you can do that. You can make a deposit in the account, and they will, if you leave it in there for 30 days, they will give you money just for leaving your money in the bank account. That's it. SoFi Bank will give you money just for banking with them, just for keeping your money into the account. Okay, so you open up your high yield savings account. Now, it doesn't have to be SoFi. It can be whichever bank that you use. It could be whatever bank that you know, but you need to check their rate, because some of them will have like a 0.09%. That's not good. Okay, I'm telling you right now that SoFi has a 3.5% rate right now, and they pay out in the first 30 days. SoFi pays out in the first 30 days. And you can have that access if you click the link there. But SoFi will do it. They will pay you 30 days into this. So the first thing that you can do, take your full return, and then take 10% of that. And once you take 10% of it, you go and you put it into a high yield savings account. Okay. These are some of the things that we do when we get our taxes, right? We love to do this. We love to do this. We love to do this. Right? These are things that we love to do when we get our taxes. So let's do something different. Let's do something different this year. Let's do something different. Let's take our money, let's take a percentage of our money, and let's do this. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this, and we don't need to do this. I mean, you can do it. You can do it once you take care of the things that you need to take care of. You can do it. You can go ahead and do it. But let's first put that 10% into a high yield savings account, okay? And then the second thing that you can do is you can pay down a high interest debt. What is a high interest debt? This is something like your credit card, right? So do you have any credit cards that, are high interest and they have high balances? Okay. So if you have a credit card that has a high balance, you can go ahead and you can pay that down or pay it off. Pay it down or pay it off. Pay it down or pay it off. This is the better option, but pay it down or pay it off. Okay? So that is something else that you are able to do with your pay down a high interest debt. Because when you go in and you pay off this debt, when you go in and you pay this high interest debt off, it's going to do a few things. It's going to boost your credit. And so you'll be bringing down your credit utilization. You'll be bringing down your account balance. And these are all things that affect your credit score. You'll be bringing these down and some other things. But you'll be bringing that down, and it will allow your score to go up. It will allow your score to go up. Trust me. So this is a really good one for you to do. To take your highest credit card balance that you have, You could take your highest credit card, the credit card with your highest balance, or you can take your credit card with the highest utilization. Okay, so you could take the credit card with the highest utilization or the highest balance and go and pay it off. And then once you do that, once you go in and do that, it will allow your credit score to go up. It will allow your score to increase drastically. Okay. And so go ahead and you can do all three of these things with your taxes. Okay. You can definitely do all three of these with your taxes. Go put your money into a high yield savings, pay down a high interest credit card, or if you don't have credit cards, a debt, whatever debt that you have, whatever high interest debt that you have. And then the third and final thing is paying your bills ahead 1 month. I cannot stress this enough, how important it is to do this. It is extremely important. If you are able to pay your bills up ahead 1 month, you can do this. But in order to do this, you need to know a few different things. You need to know what your expenses are. So you need to write them down. Write down all your expenses. Write down the amount of those expenses. Write down the due date of those expenses. And once you do that, then you can go ahead and you can start calling and paying those bills ahead. Now, what does doing all three of these things do? Right? What is putting something into a high yield savings? What is paying down a high interest credit card or debt? And what is paying your bills up a month ahead? What does it all do for you? How will it help you? How will it assist you in your moving forward? This is one thing that it does. It creates order. Okay? Wherever there is disorder, wherever there is dysfunction, okay? Wherever there is any of that, your money cannot grow, right? Your money cannot, you cannot build on that. So when you go in and you look at your money and you set order to it, and this is not the only thing that you can do to set order with your money. But if you can go in and you can start with these three things, you can start by creating order with your money. So it creates order. Second thing it does, it makes room for more, right? When you go in and you put 10% into a high yield savings account, you are making room for more money to hit your account. You are making room for more money. Like I mentioned, the only thing that you have to do is the only thing that you have to do is go in, you put your money into this SoFi account, and it grows on its own. That's it. You go in and you put your money, and then in the first 30 days, you will receive a return. You will receive a payout. And that is all you have to do. And so you go in, you put your money. We're not doing any shopping. We're not doing any car hunting. We're not buying any new furniture first. The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to make room for more money. And we're going to do that by putting it into a high yield savings account. A high yield savings account is simply a savings account that grows on its own. It's a savings account that gives you a percentage of your money that you already have in there. It'll add a percentage onto it. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to take a credit card. Your credit card with your highest balance, right? Or your credit card with your highest utilization, because they might not be the same. Your credit card with your highest utilization. What is utilization? Utilization is the percentage of the balance versus the credit limit that you have. So for instance, if you have a card with a $500 limit, but you only used $100 versus if you have a card with a $500 limit and you use $400, that is your utilization jumps up, meaning the percentage of the card that you are using. And so if you take one of those with your tax money, you take one of those and you pay. Now, I recommend paying down the card with the highest utilization. But you take your taxes and you pay down your high interest credit card, the one with the highest credit utilization. And then the next thing that you're going to want to do to create order and to make room for more money to be to come, you're going to pay your bills up a month ahead. And in order to do this, you have to know what bills. You have to know what bills coming, when they're due, how much they are. Okay? Again, you have to know what expenses are coming, how much they are, and when they are due. And once you write down all of your expenses with the amount, with the due date, then you go and you pay it when you get your taxes. What does that do? What does doing all three of these things do? One, this one increases your credit score. This one, making money on its own. Right? This one, thank you so much for watching. And if you're on, please like the video. This one here creates room for you to be able to plan better for the remainder of 2026. If you pay your bills ahead a month, 1 month, now you're creating yourself some cushion. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching, please like the video. You are creating room in your cushion for you now to be able to plan and pre-plan what you want to do for 2026. Because if you're anything like me in 2024, I got tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I got tired of not knowing, waking up one day and not knowing, okay, what just hit my account, right? I got tired of not knowing that. And so if you go ahead and you pay your bills up a month ahead, you can go ahead and you can pay them, and you can be able to really plan and prep for the remainder of 2026. All right. Let's talk about where your money should go. Where your money should go. I feel like this is like too, hold on. Let's do that. All right. Let's talk about where your money should go. Okay. Now, most people, they get their taxes put into their account, and then afterwards, after they get their taxes into their account, they just start rushing to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of and through that one account. Okay, that is what most people do. All right, but here is the 3 account method that you can use along with these 3 things that you can do with your taxes. You can take these, and then also you can go here and you can go and open up 3 accounts at your bank. Okay. Now, each account is going to have its own function. Each account has its own purpose. You have account 1. That will be your bills account. You have your account 2. That would be your spending account. You have your account 3. That will be your savings account. Let's go over the first one. Let's go over the bills account. Okay. Let's go over the bills account. Now, what goes into the bills account? This account includes things like your rent and your mortgage. This account includes your utilities, lights, water, gas. This account here includes like your phone bill. This account here includes your insurances, all of them. This is car, this is life, this is your car, your life, and any other insurances that you may pay for. Okay, this includes any minimum debt payments. This is for your credit cards, right? This is for credit cards. Any bill with a due date needs to go in this account. Any bill with a due date needs to go into this account. Okay, we're going to talk about how we can use this account here. How you can use this account that will have your rent, your utilities, your phone, your insurances, your credit card payments, or your debt payments, and any bill with a due date. Any bill that you have coming in with the due date. Okay. All bills auto pay from this account. What? My bills on auto pay? Yes. Put all of the bills that are in this account on auto pay. There is no swiping in this account. There is no spending in this account. This account is strictly for your bills. Okay? And then also, this account is boring on purpose because it's there. Let me bring this closer. It's there for your bills, and that's it. There's no spending that happens in here. There's no saving that happens here. This account is for your bills. Okay. Anything with the due date, that's where you want to put this first. That's what you want to use this first account for. Okay. Now we are talking about what we can do. Thank you so much for joining. If you're on, please like the video. We're talking about what we are doing to set ourselves up for our taxes when we receive them. When we receive our taxes, we're talking about what we can do to be able to set ourselves up. All righty. So the next thing we are discussing here is the 3 accounts that needs to be set up. I will go and open these accounts up now. Most of us have one bank account. Your bank does not fault you for opening up 2 more accounts. One more checking account and one more savings account. They will not fault you for that. It's free at most banks. Okay. It's free at most banks. You go in, you set your bank you open up your new checking account. See, this will be the new one because this does not need a debit card. Do not put a debit card. Do not use a debit card with this account. Okay. Do not use a debit card with this account. This will help you to create discipline. This will help you to make sure that you put your bills on auto pay and you won't have to worry about them. But remember, in order for you not to be able to worry about it, this is number 3 is a big one. Paying your bills up a month ahead when you get your taxes. Paying your bills up a month ahead when you get your taxes. When you pay your bills up a month ahead, then you can go in here, you can put your stuff on auto pay. But if you don't pay your bills up auto pay, now you got to figure out due dates and you got to look and see how you can shuck and drive and move some things. But if you go ahead and pay your bills up a month ahead, you can go in and now you can set due dates for all of your accounts that have a due date on them. All right. And then this is going to be your new account that you're going to open up with your bank. Okay. Then the second one is your spending account. This is the account that you already have, right? Most of us have an account already with a debit card. Okay. This account you already have. This is your spending account. What do you use in your spending account? What do you spend rather in your spending account? You buy your groceries with this account. Your gas, you're eating out if you like to go out a lot and eat out. If you like to go and have fun with your friends, your entertainment, you do that with this account. If you have kids, for myself, my kids' school have something every week, every month for us to purchase, for us to make at home, for us to do. So this is the account that would come out of. And then all of your personal spending, whatever your personal spending looks like, that is the account that this one would come out of. Okay. Now, how to use this account, I already talked about having your debit card here. This is the only account you swipe. This is the only account that you use your debit card in. Okay, this will create discipline for you. This will help you to create order as well. Also, when this account goes to zero, it's gone. When it says zero, it's gone. When it's gone, it's gone. And this one here, there's no overdrafts. There's no stress that you have. Okay, so you use this one for your spending. You use this one for everything outside of your future and outside of your now. Like your bills, outside of the things, your goals, and outside of your bills. You use this for everything else. If you go and get your nails done, if you get your hair done, if you get your hair cut, if you want to go buy a pair of new shoes, if you have a gala or you have a dinner coming up and you need some new things, this is your account that you use that out of. Okay? This is that account. But remember, in order to do this, in order to use your 3 accounts properly, you need to first do this. Put your 10% in the high yield savings. I already told you the best one that I recommend. You can visit my profile to find that out. Pay down a high credit card that has a high utilization, and then paying your bills up a month ahead. Okay? And then the third and final account here, the third and final account is the savings account. Okay? So the savings account is the account that you use to further your goals. Okay? So this is your account where if you choose to have an emergency fund, your future goals, this looks like buying, as I say, you say I want to buy a car cash. This is where you do this. You say I want to have money for down payment for my home. This is where that would go. Okay? Buffer money. This is money where you can say, okay, I want to create a fund where I am 2 or 3 months ahead rather than 1 month. You can put your money here while you wait for that for you to reach that goal with that. And then also, this is your account that gives you peace. This is your account that you can use that gives you peace. These accounts are high yield savings, which I've already told you about this one. I told you about that one already. That's that one. This account also does not have a debit card attached to it. There's no reason for you to spend it. So there's no debit card attached. And this one, you touch only for your real needs or your planned goals. Okay? This is the ones where when you plan it, you use it. But make sure that you finish it out. Okay, I have a key rule here. The day that your paycheck hits is the day you split it. You split it 3 ways the day you get paid. Okay? And then money that sits unassigned will always find a way to leave. Money that you do not assign, it assigns itself. Not assign, it assigns itself. Assigns itself. Okay? So, this is just an example. Let's say you get $2,000. And you also need to determine your numbers and everything. I do have on my profile, I do have example of that. But this is you splitting that. Excuse me. This is you splitting that 3 ways. Okay, your bills, your spending, and your savings. Your bills, your spending, and then your savings. Okay, but Like I said, I do not recommend this until you have completed these three. Until you've completed these three, I do not recommend you even going and taking your time out to set up these three accounts. Okay? Because, excuse me, because in order for you to set this up, you do need to be a month ahead, especially if you want to set up your biz account. You do need to be a month ahead. Okay? And if you are not a month ahead, it's going to be hard for you to stick to your process with, let me come off of here like this a little bit. It's going to be hard for you to stick to your process. So make sure that you go and you do this. Like I said, all of the information is listed on my profile. There's only so much that I can say kind of on these lives. But make sure you go in and you go and you complete this. I do have the information for this on my profile. You go and you take care of your high utilized credit card and you pay up your bills a month ahead. All right. Well, it is 4 o'clock. I have been on here for quite some time now. So I do thank you for everyone that was able to visit. Thank you so much. I will download this live and I will post it as well, so you have the information. But until then, you all have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye-bye.